At 11:30 a.m. on Wednesday the 11th of November 1914, the small motorboat Elsie left Dill Beach on a sunny autumn day. On board were the owner Harry Pearson and his crewmate Thomas Hurd. Pearson's boat was one of the few on the beach that was motorised and was in demand for ship attendance work throughout the busy anchorage of the Downs. With the First World War in its early stage, the Downs was being used as a contraband control area, forcing all ships to anchor and undergo searches for war materials that could be used by the enemy, and also spies. To enforce any reluctant vessels' captains to comply with this order was the gunboat HMS Niger. The Niger was a torpedo gunboat of 810 tons and carried a complement of 85 men. Although she was old, being built in 1892, she had enough firepower with her two 4.7-inch guns and 4 3-pounders, plus 3 18-inch torpedo tubes, to make any contraband runner think twice. Her presence could be seen by all as she was anchored in the fairway opposite Dill Pier. Harry Pearson and Tom Hurd were old friends and part of the lifeboat crew, with Harry as second coxswain of the North Dill lifeboat and Thomas the ex-skipper of the then defunct Warmer lifeboat. They both worked the Elsie in all the occupations that Dill boatmen did in those days: netting for herring and sprats in the winter, mackerel in the summer, and accompanying the new trend of channel swimmers. Harry Pearson was famous for piloting the second person to ever swim the channel, Thomas Burgess, on his record swim. This particular day they were doing ship attendance work and had aboard Captain Jorgensen, the master of the sailing vessel Majorca. The Majorca had been in collision with another ship, and Jorgensen had been ashore to telegraph the owners to make arrangements for his damaged vessel. As the Elsie motored back out towards the sailing ship, Jorgensen exclaimed he had sighted a mine. Harry Pearson viewed where the Norwegian captain was pointing and stated that it was probably the mast from the steamship Adjutant that had been sunk a week earlier in another collision. Little did Pearson realise that what he saw was the periscope of a German U-boat that was stalking HMS Niger. At 10 minutes past midday, in freshening southerly breeze, the U-12 released a single torpedo which struck the Niger a fatal blow on her starboard side. Within 30 minutes, the torpedoed gunboat slid beneath the sea in 8 fathoms, 48 feet of water. Later that day, Harry Pearson related what he had seen. The 4 feet grey-like spar, which had been the U-12's periscope, was only yards from his boat. He had motored over the stern of the submerged U-boat, and if the periscope had been raised at that time, Pearson speculated it would have gone through the planks of the Elsie. He reminisced, in hindsight, that he could, if he had known it was the U-boat, smash the glass of the periscope with his boat hook and save the Admiralty a loss of one of their ships. This was possibly a regret he harboured for the rest of his life.